This desperate daughter, trapped in poor decisions and broken trust, faced a judge who, seeing no other option, ordered one last chance at recovery.
Here's the issue. They're saying that you tested positive for and they want you in lifetime recovery. And they're saying that you declined.
No, ma'am. I showed up to the appointment. I'm not sure. She hasn't called me. I did leave her a message.
Well, no, it says here, please be advised, the defendant reported for intake with lifetime recovery. However, the defendant declined detox during interview.
I know that she told me that she was gonna put me like to see if I could go to the inpatient or the outpatient. That was the last that I know.
Let me ask you this. This is where trust comes in.
Okay.
We're not on the record. This is pretrial services. This is me setting conditions so you can be successful.
Yes.
If I test you today, is it going to be clean?
No.
See, and that's the problem with this. They're saying it's not clean. And that's the problem with your mom.
Yeah.
And that's why she doesn't have the trust in you.
I'm working on it.
Well, one of the ways to regain her trust is not to be back and forth. I know that sometimes, and I've had clients before where their parents said they can stay with me, but I can't have them in the home by themselves. And so I would always tell my client, your trust right now with your family is less than zero. You have to build that back up. So just live with the fact that if they're not in the home, you can't be in the home. I'm going to order that you go to lifetime recovery. All right, we have a violation report.
Yes, sir.
State, have you had a chance to review the violation report on Lindsay Hernandez? Thank you. So how are you doing?
I'm good. Miss.
All right, what have you been up to? How's life been treating you?
Just trying to make it and just still going to like the appointments for mental health, and I have an appointment with Social Security in 2 days, and I'm on the list for housing. Pretty much that's about it.
Okay. All right, that's good. I'm glad you're on the list for housing. So do you have a safe place to stay though?
For the meantime, I'm still like back and forth with my mom and whatnot. I haven't went to Haven for help, but that was just the option.
All right, why are you back and forth with your mom?
She works and stuff like that. I still haven't gained her trust, I guess.
Ah, okay.
Yes,
All right.
I'm working on it.
Well, one of the ways to regain her trust is not to be back and forth. I know that sometimes, and I've had clients before where their parents said they can stay with me, but I can't have them in the home by themselves.
Yeah.
And so I would always tell my client, your trust right now with your family is less than zero. You have to build that back up. So just live with the fact that if they're not in the home, you can't be in the home.
Yes, ma'am.
But don't do the back and forth, back and forth. Okay? All right, so here's the issue. The issue is they're saying that you tested positive for and they want you in lifetime recovery. And they're saying that you declined.
No, ma'am. I showed up to the appointment. I'm not sure. She hasn't called me. I did leave her a message.
Well, no, it says here, please be advised, the defendant reported for intake with lifetime recovery on January 16, 2025, and met TDI and ASAM level 3.5 placement for treatment services. However, the defendant declined detox during interview.
Detox.
Mm-hmm.
I know that she told me that she was gonna put me like to see if I could go to the inpatient or the outpatient. That was the last that I know.
Let me ask you this. This is where trust comes in.
Okay.
We're not on the record. This is pretrial services. This is me setting conditions so you can be successful.
Yes.
If I test you today,
Yes.
do you want that? Is it going to be clean?
No.
See, and that's the problem with this. They're saying it's not clean. And that's the problem with your mom.
Yeah.
And that's why she doesn't have the trust in you.
Yes.
So
I'm sorry.
you need to be at lifetime recovery.
Yes, ma'am.
And you need to be in their inpatient program.
I'm willing to go.
All right, you, counsel.
It's my understanding, Judge, as per my client, and I have no reason to think otherwise. She's always been wholeheartedly honest that she did the inpatient one, and she was trying to follow up to see the next steps and she has yet to make that connection to get into the next phase to do potentially inpatient.
All right, we're gonna get you connected. Let's get her connected today.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
I can call Lifetime.
All right, if we'll call Lifetime, you're gonna remain in court. He's gonna call Lifetime Recovery.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. All right, and Renee, whenever you're ready on your client.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor. Yes, if you may approach.
Sure. I didn't know you're all ready.
Oh, yes, Judge, no problem. I figured you're doing notes and things on nature from that plea.
All right, Ms. Hernandez? Yes.
So, Judge, in reference to the questions that the court had, we did reach out to Lifetime Recovery. We're able to speak with the individual in the admissions office, and they stated that the proper procedure is for Ms. Hernandez to first enter detox,
Mhm.
and then from there they'll be able to determine if she's outpatient, inpatient, or for different entities better suited to address her needs, Judge. It seems like at her previous meeting with Lifetime Recovery that she was a little confused as to the detox procedure. I don't know how well it was explained to her. However, in speaking about the detox program, which Center for Healthcare Services does have, and which Ms. Hernandez is connected to, she's amenable, willing to do the detox with Center for Healthcare. She has a case manager there that she reaches out to and speaks with weekly. And she states that my client has good communication with her so that they can set that up with a Center for Healthcare Services. So we're respectfully requesting that she had the opportunity to do that. She's been doing great things while on bond. She's been taking her meds as directed, meeting with Center for Healthcare Services. Is currently on the list for housing and is working on getting Social Security due to a disability he has regarding mental illness. So we're respectfully requesting she be allowed to detox and then from there see what's available in the community to address her substance use as well as mental health issues.
All right, so State, are you in agreement with her going to Lifetime Recovery as a result of the violation report?
Yes, depending on results of the detox that she followed that treatment.
Okay. All right, then what we're gonna do is did they give you any information on how long they think it would take?
In terms of the detox program, Your Honor,
Yes.
I spoke with the person at Lifetime Recovery, the admissions officer. It said it usually takes about a week for them to be observed, to detox, to have a lot of the symptoms related to substance use leave the body so they can get a good assessment of the level of need. And I do know that Center for Healthcare Service does have that detox program. I don't know how long it would take for her to get into that program, but they stated it shouldn't be too difficult for her to do that. So I suggested of my client that she be proactive and reach out to her case manager immediately and ask about that detox program when she can enter into that as soon as possible.
All right, so I'm going to recall this case for February 27th. And if she's in an inpatient treatment, she can appear by Zoom.
Okay.
If she's not in an inpatient treatment, she needs to be here.
Yes,
And
sir.
with regards to the violation report, I'll follow the agreement that's been reached by parties. I'm going to order that you go to Lifetime Recovery. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And is there any other confusion from you on what that means?
No.
All right, so here's the thing about using. These are just facts. I'm not trying to frighten you, but you never know what you're going to get when you use. Sometimes somebody went to sleep on the job. Sometimes people didn't pass chemistry class. Sometimes people don't care. They're upset about something. They forget to do something. Don't be that person whose a body is found in a grassy area and they're trying to identify it. And then it turns out that's your body. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Lifetime is a very good program. Your counsel can tell you about that and they can really help you. All right, so once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
This reckless father endangered his children's lives with a drunken decision, and the judge, unforgiving, handed down a harsh sentence to match his responsibility.
So how often have you been drinking?
No, I haven't drank since the incident.
How often were you drinking before the incident?
Not maybe 2 or 3 times a week, but not heavily. And
All right, 2 to 3 times a week is a lot.
yeah.
And this could have turned out so horribly wrong because you're on 35, there's construction, you have your children in the car, you drank a lot, according to this. And then the fact that you're driving around with the 18 pack of Miller Lite, they say on the floorboard, and only 4 cans remaining.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yes. Ma'am.
All right, and do the children live with you?
Yes.
And who else lives with you?
Me and my children.
So where's the mother?
The mother is, we're divorced, so she has her own home.
Here's the thing, DWIs, nobody, I've never, or at least I have yet, in all my time as a judge, all my time as a defense attorney or prosecutor, have somebody who said, I was drinking, and the reason why I was drinking because I wanted to go out and somebody. I never heard that from anybody. You know what ends up happening? They end up drinking. They don't realize they're intoxicated, or either they think, it's not that bad, I can still drive. And they end up somebody. And if you would have hit somebody or killed somebody, this would be a whole different case. So you're one of those people who cannot drink alcohol, period. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility.